So I told about Purple Wave case study, right? So Purple Wave case study, offices is one entity, employees one entity. Under employees, we have managers and associates. Property is one entity, inspection is one entity, owners, renters, and lease agreement. These are the entities we discussed, correct? So now
Yes.
we are working with logical data model. Okay. In the logical data model, we try to see what are all the possible attributes comes. Okay. What are all the possible attributes comes in the logical data model. Okay. If you scroll down here, this is a conceptual data model which we first prepared, rough diagram, and then this is the one which we prepared last session, which you can see in Peter's machine. Okay, and
Yes.
now logical data model, we need to identify the columns. What are all the possible columns which will come a part of these entities? Okay, so when you go for that, first offices. So these are taken from the document Purple View. Okay, you can refer it, which I have given as assignment. There is office number, there is street name, city, zip code, state, telephone number, and office fax number, year established. If you want to refer, you can refer the notes which I gave, the Purple View document notes. Sorry, I don't know where it is.
Oh,
You know,
the one
where
with
is
the
your mail?
line.
Where is your mail? Okay,
Yeah,
here it
right
is.
there.
Which browser it is? Okay, so here if you see Purple Way document, we have offices where you can see office number, has office address. Whenever we say address, if you remember the normalization rule, as per normalization rule, we cannot keep whole address under one column, correct? You remember, Aniket? We discussed normalization rule number 1, multi-value columns we cannot have in a column. Multiple values we cannot have in a column. So if we have like that, we need to divide that into multiple columns. So state, city, zip code will come separately. That's why I said address consists of this. Instead of keeping together in one, I'm keeping separate columns: street name, city, state, zip code, telephone number, fax number. And also office allows the details of the year establishment, when the year it has started. So all those details I kept here. Okay,
Yes.
next, employees. So again here if you see employees entity, employees are assigned to work based on different branches. Employee branches means which office number it belongs to. Okay, don't think that there is a different branches table required. No, employees belonging to which office number. Okay, each employee has an employee ID. So employee ID is the primary key for employees table. First name, last name, social security number, that is SSN. Okay, and home address. Whenever we say address, again you get street name, city, zip. Street name, city, state, zip code are the columns part of address, and telephone number. So employee details are there. For employee, we are going to maintain gender and job title also. Along with this, we maintain the next of kin. Next of kin means the immediate contact number whom we can contact in case of emergency. So here employee ID, first name, last name, SSN, street name, city, zip code, mobile number, hide date when employee joined. Okay, definitely it is part of the requirement. You can see somewhere it will be the employee tracks of when the employee was hired. Okay, so hide date, gender, job title, and mobile next of kin. Okay, So these things we can include. Okay. Now, same way, if you observe, go to the nodes, managers. So employees are of managers and associates. You can see they get monthly salary and car allowance. So as these two are contract employees, I'm considering only one. Having salary, okay, and they get car allowance. Whereas contract employees, they get hourly salary. That's all. And there will be several managers. That's a different thing. So you have two entities basically, managers, okay, and car allowance. What about the primary key? You may get a question. So manager means who? Manager is an employee. Employee ID is a primary key. So for manager also will have employee ID. So employee ID will be the primary key. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Next, associates.
One question.
Yes.
Is salary and car allowance are entities or they're attributes of this?
Attributes.
Attributes. Okay.
So yeah, because these are employees basically. Instead of saying managers, if you say employee salary, it's a column attribute. Employee car allowance is a column, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, please. Okay. Okay. Next, associates, contract employees. They have hourly rate. So these are also employees where they have employee ID, employee name, next of kin, all those. But they have a special column that is hourly rate. They are not getting salary. Actual salary, monthly salary, they are not getting. They are hourly contract employees. Okay. Next, property. So how the properties are. That's the reason actually I gone through this document last session. Peter was not there, I guess. So each property has a unique property number. So property door number kind of address. Again, whenever we say address, street name, city, state, zip code. Okay. This property
Okay.
being managed by particular office. So it is being managed by particular office means there's a foreign key referring to office number. Okay.
Yes.
And this property belongs to different types. Means it might be a house, or it might be individual house, or a villa, or apartment, okay, or condo. There are different types of houses, okay, and particularly deals with how many number of rooms and how many number of bathrooms. If you go here, same are tracked. Property number, that's a primary key. Street name, city, state, zip code, that is uh, state I didn't include. Street name, city, state also you can include, okay. Street name, city, state, zip code, or the address related. And what is the type of property? Means is it villa or is it condo? Is it apartment? What type of property it belongs to? And then number of rooms, number of bathrooms. So next, inspection. So again, you need to refer to the document here. So inspection does not come here. Okay. Inspection, if you see, it will come at the end part of inspection comes here. Process, in the process, I guess. Okay, here I guess, sorry. So if you see, it is being inspected and maintained, okay, from proper purple view. Each property is inspected no less than every 6 months. Whenever lesions, all those things, inspection is done. So here inspection will track of when the inspection is done. So we can consider that as a primary key when it is done. That is a date, and it is done on the property. Correct? It is done on the property. It will have a foreign key to property. It is done on the employee. It will have a foreign. It is done by the employee. It will have a foreign key to employee. And what are the comments passed by employee? Right? Any questions on this? So similarly, you have owners.
Yeah. One
Owner.
question.
Yes.
See, because say renters, owners are all specific persons, but inspection is sort of activity, so it is also
Process.
considered
Yeah.
as entity.
Yes. Yes. Inspection when done. Who done? by whom it is done, on what property it is done, what are the comments they passed. Yes, it's an entity only.
Okay.
Okay, because see, that is data, right? When it is done, is a data, right? Who is done is a data, right? It has to be stored, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a entity only. And here, just to show an inspection data as a primary key. Your question could be like this. See, on the same day, okay, there could be two different properties might have, or more than two could have get inspected. So in that case, we are storing date. It is going to create a duplicate, right? We are set as primary key. So how we are going to resolve, I'll show you later. Okay. So similarly, we have owners. So independent entity, you can say renters, same like renter number, name, details, all those. Lease agreement. So here in the document, if you see, always they were discussing about the lease between the renter and the purple view. They didn't explain about the renter, owner and the purple view. In the document, they didn't explain anything about owner and purple view lease agreement. If you want, you can include, but going with respect to the requirements, I am not including any lease between the owner and the purple view. I'm just including whatever is given in the requirement, that is purple view and renter. What is the lease? So what is the lease ID? What is the rental deposit? What is the monthly rent? Okay. So with this, we are done with identifying the attributes for the entities. Very important next step is identifying the relationships. So I tried my best to group the relationships section by section. Okay. There was one data modeling student who was, completing his project in the university. Yes. Okay. He has experience already, and he was doing data modeling within university, which is part of his curriculum. And he joined this course, and I explained this, and I have given relationships in this style. Okay. And he implemented his assignments. He got some assignments part of his work. Okay. So I was helping him to get that assignment done, and I gave this format of explaining the relationships between the entities, and he got what to say, good good name for it. Like good name in sense, he got appreciations for explaining the relationships the way which I told. It is very simple way of explaining. It is very simple way of not writing, but it was, they felt like it is more easy to understand, and explanation is very simple. Okay, so this notes actually before only I prepared, and I gave the same syntax for him to go ahead, and it helped him.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Moving on. Relationships. We know one-to-one relationships, one-to-many relationships, and many-to-many relationships. I already explained in our sessions what is one-to-one, what is one-to-many, what is many-to-many relationship. Within ER Studio, we have different relationships. So we'll go through the relationships. Before going through the relationships in this page, let us try to enter all these entities in the logical data model. What we need to do is we need to create a logical data model. So he has named by Peter. That's good. So I am going to create a new model. Okay. So right click. I'll go with yeah.
I think the one I opened first was your model that you were doing.
I'm doing ER model only.
The
Peter.
first one. I'm saying the first one was the one you were doing.
First one was the one doing. Okay. Thank you for saying. I'll not save this then. Okay, let it be. So here I entered offices. So now where is that color and fonts? I would like to increase the font size. Let me keep 10. Okay, just
Yes.
a moment. Just a moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, so here so now someone I need your help to dictate. Do you have that notes readily, or else I'll only type, no issues.
Which notes?
The one which I was telling, no, which I was showing here. Anganike, do you have it?
No.
No, it is there in your mail actually.
Sorry, which notes?
Data
Purple view
modeling
notes?
notes. No, data modeling notes.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you might need to dictate.
Okay, one moment. So,
I don't remember. Just a moment. Mostly I remember. If I don't
what you
remember,
want me? No, what you want to dictate?
uh, I want you to dictate the attributes. I'll be creating the entities now. Okay. 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 I'm going with employees now.
Yeah, I can read it to you.
No problem. I have. I remember mostly. So I'll go with employees entity. Press tab. Okay.
Yes.
Employee ID is the primary key.
Yes.
And press tab. Okay.
Yes.
Go with F name, L name. You can keep a document with you parallelly if you want me to help. I can help. So there was
Yes.
some problem with F name, L name, and SSN,
SSN.
street name, city. I didn't include state. That's okay. Zip code, mobile, height, date,
Mm.
gender, job title, correct? And
Yes.
next of kin.
Yes.
So mobile number, next of kin. Okay, so this is employee 2. Next employee, under under employees we have other entity called as
Managers.
managers. Okay,
Yes.
managers. So there is no primary key. I'll just ignore. They get
Yes.
salary and they get car allowance. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Next is associates entity. And here also there is no primary key. And here they have only one column.
Yeah.
That is hourly salary.
Yeah.
Okay. And next they have we have properties. Primary key is there, that is property number or property ID, whichever comfort you call it. I am taking as per purple document. And we have address of it, that is nothing but street name, city, zip code, type of property,
Yes.
and number of rooms, and number of bathrooms, and anything else.
Nothing else. That's all.
Okay. So on the property, that's all. Next we can say inspection.
Yes.
So here primary key what we thought is inspection
This for date.
and comments. What are the comments passed?
Yes.
Okay. And we have owners, renters, and lease agreement, correct?
Yes.
Owners, owner number, it's a primary key, name of the owner, address of the owner. Okay, these are the details of the owner, correct?
Yes.
See, if owner is busy, if owner is a business person, we are asked for in the document, if you remember, it is asked for immediate contact in case of emergency, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So you can say mobile number enough. If you want to specifically say, you can say one more column. Okay.
Yeah.
Next of kin you can say here also emergency contact number. Okay.
Yes.
And next same for renters. Renter number. Okay. Name, street name, city, zip code, mobile. Okay.
Yes.
So anything else from the renters?
No, but you can add the next of kin also.
Mostly renter is available immediately, right? Like renter is available in the property itself, right? Within the property where they maintain. So we can ignore. Okay. If we can
Okay.
maintain, we can ignore. Either of it is fine. Okay. Next is lease
Yes.
agreement. Next is lease agreement. lease ID, rental deposit, monthly rent. So hope we are done with all the required entities, correct?
Yes.
So when we are done, you can keep this owners, renters, lease agreement. At last, we'll discuss about it. We'll mainly focus on this for now. And on that also, we'll mainly focus on these entities first. Let us see. So relationships we need to understand. Okay. So here in the relation, here within ER Studio, we have 3 types of relationships. So on top of it, what we have learnt from our relationships from SQL, okay, from RDBMS relationships, that is one to one, one to many, many to many. We have three sets of relationships. What are those? We'll see.
One to one.
Yeah, one to one, one to many to many. We know, correct?
Yes.
So those are RDBMS relationships. Okay.
Yes.
We know that. Apart from that, at your ER Studio level, this is ER Studio, right?
Yes.
In the ER Studio level, we have 3 different types of relationships. What are those relationships? One is identifying relationship, next non-identifying relationship, and subtypes or supertypes, either of it. If you see here, we have defined all this. Here, one to many relationship in ER Studio can be implemented in 2 types. That is
Yes.
identifying, non-identifying. Subtype is other one. Okay.
Yes.
There are 3 different types which we need to learn. Okay, identifying relationships, non-identifying relationships, subtypes, or configure as supertypes. So this identifying, non-identifying, what is that about? We'll see. And these are part of one-to-many relationships. So one-to-many relationship can be implemented, or one-to-many relationship is implemented in 2 different ways. One is identifying, another is non-identifying. Okay, what is identifying, what is non-identifying? We'll see. So you know parent table, child table. Parent table has a master primary key, that is also called as master table. Parent table has a primary key, and child table has a foreign key, which refers to the parent table's primary key. Now we'll say about identifying relationship. When we say identifying relationship, it tells child table foreign key. Okay, child table foreign key is part of the child table's primary key. Child table is referring to parent table, so that has a foreign key. That is part of its primary key itself. Okay, then it is called as identifying relationship. If you remember, I told about normalization. In the normalization 2, I was telling an example for partial dependency. You remember? I was telling
Yeah.
an example for partial dependency where we had a table called as orders table. In orders
Sorry,
table,
Venkat, I think we have not discussed normalization in detail. I'm not sure.
we didn't discuss normalization.
No.
Okay. Then how come we completed? Okay, normalization, then I have to explain. Okay, I'll explain normalization now then. So basically we have 3 normal forms. Okay, what is the purpose of normal form? Is to organize your data in order to read faster and group the data so that there won't to reduce the redundancy. This is a main concept. Okay, these are
Yes.
defined by a person called as EF cod. EF cod is a person who defined the rules for RDBMS database. Okay, there are there are 12 rules. There are 12 rules defined by EF code. Okay. There are 12 rules defined by EF code. For a RDBMS software. Okay. Let's say today you have Oracle or SQL Server, which are RDBMS softwares. These are said to be as RDBMS softwares because those softwares are following these 12 rules. Okay.
Yes.
Either SQL Server or Oracle or DB2 or any other database software which are coming under RDBMS family, all are following the rules defined by EF code, which are from 1979. Oracle came in 1979. First version of Oracle in the market is 1979. Later in 1989, SQL Server came into market. Okay, so
Yes.
these are the very first RDBMS softwares. These are following the 12 rules defined by EF code. What are the rules defined by him? No need to know, because we are not developing any software like a SQL Server or Oracle or a DB2 or any other database software. We are just make using of software, so no need to know these 12 rules. If you're still curious to know these 12 rules, you just search the same statement, whatever I typed here, you just search for the same statement in Google, you will get the 12 rules, or you can even search in Wikipedia, you'll get the 12 rules. But ideally, we are not a software product database product developers, we are database developers. So we are using the database software to develop our database programs. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, so the same person also defined the concept called as normalization. Okay, normalization has to be followed by a database in order to ensure there is no redundant data and there is a consistency in the data and grouping the data in a proper way. So this is implemented with the help of normal forms. Okay, there are normal form 1 called as first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, and there is a BCNF normal form that is called as Boy's Code normal form. Okay, and fourth normal form, fifth normal form, sixth normal form. But if we follow all these rules, okay, we are going to have the database, more entities are going to get created. Okay, if we follow these all rules, we get more number of entities possible in the database. To avoid that, in general, what we do is we are going to go with only first normal form, second normal form, and third normal form. Only we are going to go with first normal form, third normal form, second normal form, and third normal form. Okay, so if we are implementing first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, then we say our database is completely normalized. Okay, we say database is completely normalized. So what are those first normal form, second normal form, third normal form? Let us see. Okay, first normal form says no multi-value columns in a table. Means in a table, there should not have a column with multiple values. They should not have a column with multiple values. Example, address, the one which I was saying. Address have door number, street name, city, state, even sometimes country zip code. All these are part of address only. So these are, let's say, your address, if you consider your address has door number, state, cities, street name, city, state. If you want to filter based on city, it is not possible because all the data is there. You cannot filter on the city wise. Okay.
Yes.
Then how it is possible? We need to have separate city data so that you can filter on the city data. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, so here I'll show you. If we have Normalization, wait. Constraints we discussed, right, Aniket, clearly?
Constraints, yes.
Yes. Normalization, no. What is this? Yeah, I don't know how we missed this normalization concept. Anyway, it's good that we missed it. Now Peter also there. I'm considering these three tables for these three tables I'm considering to implement the normal forms. First normal form rule is to say that a table is in first normal form. It should follow the rule no multi-value columns in a table. No multi-value columns in a table. Okay. If you see the address, you have house number, street name, city, state, zip code, all address you have in that. Correct.
Yes.
So this is not following the rule. There is no multi-value columns. It's having a multi-value column. So to overcome this rule, we are going to create separate columns for separate data. That is house number, state, city names, all those things we are going to have separately. That is the solution. After implementing first normal form generally, see here, customer name, customer number, house number, street name, city, state. We got separate columns. Now it is easy to filter also. If you have the city, you can filter also, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, second normal form. Second normal form says a table should not be should be in first normal form. So whatever the table you are considering here, it should be in first normal form. Next, the rule is no partial dependency. The rule is no partial dependency. So what is partial dependency? We should understand. We should understand what is partial dependency. Okay. Okay. I was working on this, right? I'm just telling this example to make you understand the partial dependency, not with respect to the database. Very simple general example I'm giving. I'll try to complete normalization now. Okay. So there is a person who completed his graduation and came to city for the job search. Okay. So till he gets job, what he has to do? He depends on the parents. Correct?
Yes.
So he is completely depending for now. Later what he did is he found a part-time job and he needs, let's say, at least $2,000 to complete his expenses, month expenses, $2,000 to complete 1 month expenses. So he got a part-time job. He's earning $1,000. Now he is partially depending on their parents for $1,000. Correct? It is valid, right?
Yes.
It is valid in our case. So partial dependency is valid. But what is partial dependency here? If you see this table, I told I'll be explaining with these three tables, right?
Yes.
If you see this table, orders, we have orders table. You don't have Excel in your system.
Yes. It's a kind of new computer. That's
Okay.
why.
So here we have set of columns. What are those columns? Let us see. Consider this as a table. Okay. We have order number. We have product ID. We have order number. We have product ID, which is a foreign key here. Okay. And we have quantity. And we have total price. And we have order date. And customer number. Customer number is a foreign key again, which refers to the customer table primary key. So these are the columns we have. Okay.
Yes.
Now here, what is the primary key? Primary key is
Order number.
order number and product ID combinedly is a primary key. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Order number and primary key. If you see the Excel file, you can see here.
Yes.
Where is that document here?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
Combinedly primary key. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Combined it is primary key. Now I say quantity. Okay. Quantity, whenever, how much quantity when I say, you will ask me what is the order number, what is the product you are ordering. Correct? What is the
Yes.
product, what is the order number, what is the product you are ordering, and how many quantity you want. So this depends on complete primary key, this as well as this. Agree? So this depends
Yes.
on complete primary key. Whenever you say total, total also depends on for that particular order, for that particular product, the total price is so and so. Agree with me?
Yeah.
Now coming to order date. Order date depends only on order number, not on product key. Correct? It only depends on order number. So this is partial dependency.
Yes.
What about customer number? Customer number is a foreign key. It refers to a different table. Leave it. Okay. So, but
Yeah.
within this, which is not a foreign key, which is not a primary key, all the columns should depend on the complete primary key. All the columns should depend on the complete primary key. Clear?
Yes.
Are you clear, Aniket?
So how is it partial? You said only for customer number is partial, is it?
Customer number is for referring to customer table. Okay, you can ignore the customer number. You can ignore this. It is a foreign key. If you see
Okay.
order date is only depending on the order number, not on the product ID. Correct?
Yeah.
When I say order date, when you have ordered, so it is order number dependency, not on the product ID. So this is partial dependency. So this is not going to work out. To overcome this, what we do? To overcome this, what we are going to do is, we are going to create a separate table which will have orders. Okay. So whenever say
Yeah.
orders, it will have order number, order date, and who has ordered. Customer number, foreign key. Okay. This is
Yes.
one table. And this table, whatever was orders, now it will be renamed as, or called as order details table. order details table. It will have order number, which is a foreign key, product number, which is again a foreign key, then quantity or price or total price, all those things. Okay. So now
Yes.
this is divided into two. This is to make this following the normal form too. It is divided into two tables. Here this is a primary key. Here this is the primary key. Here this combinedly called as primary key, composite primary key. Correct.
Yes.
Here this is a foreign key, but this is part of primary key. Here this is a foreign key, part of primary key. This refers to this. This refers to the products table. This refers to the customers table. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is partial dependency. We have to avoid. So we avoided the partial dependency. We avoided the partial dependency. Okay, by following this way. Correct. Now there is no partial dependency. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So this is what solution for
So
the
if
problem.
so if we retain the partial dependency, how does it impact? Like, what will it impact?
I didn't get you. If
We
there is a
have the
partial
partial,
dependency, you are saying.
yeah, yeah, right.
Okay, if we have partial dependency, these are order details. Okay, these are order details. Ideally, the rule is next rule. Ideally, the rule is every non-key column should depend on the primary key column. Okay, there is a rule.
Okay.
Every non-key column should depend on the primary key column. If it is not depending on primary column, it is not following the normalization. If it is not following the normalization, it is not a proper design. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Impact will be there when you go with huge volumes of data. You may not able to filter, you are not able to read the data properly, or the performance issues might be there. Now see, it is having proper foreign keys and proper relationships, primary key, foreign keys. It works better than the previous way. Okay.
Yes.
Simple. If I know your employee ID, I can get your employee details. Yes or no? Because employee ID is a
Yeah.
primary. Here, this is a primary key. Order number and product. This combination is a primary key. Okay. So one. So one I am taking product X. Okay. I'm taking okay 1 I'm taking product X. How many you want? I want, let's say 2. Okay, 1 2 order 1 same order, you are ordering a different product. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, later let's say order 2 came. Order 2 product 5. Okay. Order 2 product 5. How many quantities? Sorry, instead of X you consider some number. Okay. I want 5 products. What is the price? You give the price. Now again you felt, see, I am placing order 1, you are placing order 1. I am placing order 2, you are placing order 1. You felt you want this combination one more time. Can I repeat 1 here? No, because that's a primary key. You have to go and say here increase the count. How many you count? I want 3 count. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this in this order number is order date is depending on order number completely. Okay, it is not nowhere related to product. If I am tracking the data only on order date, okay, I get the orders. I don't get the product information. Okay. If I track the data based on order date, I get only order number information. I don't get any product details information. In this case, it is going to be very simple. If you do on the order wise or order date wise, you get the order number. When you know the order number, you can get all your details here also. Basically, I say this is normal form 2. This is a rule. Okay, instead of, because this is a rule when you consider a complete data model. Okay, whatever the example I say may be very simple or very part of the bigger picture, very small part of the very big enterprise picture. Okay, So see here, rule number 2 is that no partial dependency. What is no partial dependency? Every non-key column should depend on complete primary key. Every non-key column should depend on primary key. Every non-key means what? Non-key means which is not a primary key, which is not a foreign key. Apart from primary key or foreign key, it's a non-key. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Non-key means which is not a primary key or a foreign key column. Partial dependency. A non-key column depends on part of primary key column is called as partial dependency. I shown all these things practically. A non-key column depends on primary key column partially. That's what it was. It was depending only on order number. Sorry, order date was depending on order number. Here order date is not completely depending on primary key. That is order number and product ID. It is here we need to separate the table into two, like this: orders and order details. Okay, so that each
Yeah.
non-key column depends on the primary key. Next is third normal form. If you are going to third normal form, ensure the table is in second normal form. Okay, and next the property or the rule of third normal form is no transitive dependency. What is transitive dependency? Transitive dependency is a non-key column depending on other non-key column is called as transitive dependency. If you remember your school days mathematics, we had transitive dependency property. A is equal to B is equal to C. You remember?
Yes.
A is equal to B is equal to C, which is says A is equal to C. This is called as transitive property. I'll tell you one simple funny example. I'll give one funny example to remember the transitive property. Why transitive property is not used? Okay, why we should avoid one funny example? Okay, just to remember the concept, I'm telling this. So we have a teacher. Okay, this guy is a sir. Okay, teacher. He and his student is there. The student asks the teacher, sir, okay, I love you, sir. So both male only. Okay, this guy also says, okay, my student, I do love you. And this guy asks, okay, this is a student. The student means dependent, correct?
Yes.
Dependent. Student means dependent, child. So he is referring to parents. Now this guy asks, sir, do you love your daughter, sir? Okay. So this guy is asking, sir, do you love your daughter, sir? He says, obviously, yes, I love my daughter. Here, what this guy's intention is, he is trying to say him that this guy loves teacher's daughter. Here, this is dependent, correct?
Yes.
Dependent. Here, dependent. So, dependent, if it is depending on other dependent, this is not allowed in SQL. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, just funny example to remember the concept. A dependent cannot depend on another dependent. Okay. Okay, let us go with this. Just a second. Okay, next is no transitive dependency. You see the table here. There is employee table. Employee table, let's say it has employee and department information together. Okay, it has employee and department together. Here, when you have this information together, when you have this information together, every non-key column should depend on primary key column. You know, right? Every non-key column should depend on primary. Employee name depends on the employee ID. Yes. Employee salary depends on employee ID. Yes.
ID.
Okay. Yes. And department number, ideally department number should not depend on employee ID. Okay. Let's say department ID is depending on employee ID. Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot copy this. Okay. So department ID, now let's say it is depending on the employee ID, let's say. And employee department name, department name cannot depend on employee ID. Cannot depend on employee ID, correct? Department name cannot depend on the employee ID. Department name depends on department ID only, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So here there is a conflict where a non-key column, department name, is trying to depend on a non-key column. A non-key column is trying to depend on a non-key column. Okay. So this is transfer dependency. A non-key column means child column. Child column depending on one more child column. This is transfer dependency, which is not allowed. To overcome such things, and also here accounts, let's say it is only 2 employees belonging to accounts department. There are many people, many employees belongs to accounts department in general, correct? So in that case, what happens? This will keep repeating accounts. That is duplicate data. That is what redundant data. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
So to overcome this, what we can do is we are going to separate this data into 2 tables, that is department ID, department name, employee table. Okay. So here department ID is a foreign key, refers to the department ID of department table. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here accounts or whatever the department name is not repeated, only foreign key is repeated. That is the nature of foreign key. Foreign key can repeat. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is how we need to implement this relationship. Okay.
Yes.
Clear? This is third normal form. So you got the normal forms now?
Yes.
Okay. So next.
So what is BCNF then? Boys
BCNF
code.
is okay. I don't know, but there are next level rules. Boys code normal form has another rule. Fourth normal have next rule. Fifth normal has next rule. Sixth normal has next rule. Okay. Every normal form has a rule to define. But if we define like this, the data will be more independent or more isolated. That's the reason we don't do. Okay.
Okay. So ideally is we should go up to 3NF.
3NF. Ideally is 3NF.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next. Shall we stop here? We are yet to discuss on this identifying relationship. We are stopped here. Because of this, we went to normalization. Okay. Shall we stop here? Yeah, Niket.
Yeah, we can.
Peter. Okay.
Yes.
Niket,
Yes.
what about Peter? You are available on Saturday or can we connect on Monday?
I'm available on Saturday too.
You're available on Saturday, same timing?
Yes.
Shall we move a little bit? Shall we make it 5:30, like half an hour ahead?
5:30 your time?
My time 5:30. Now we are starting at 5 p.m. Shall we start
Yeah.
at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow?
No problem.
Aniket, fine with you?
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll try to complete logical model. It will take time. Okay. So we'll because these relationships only will take time. All the relationships implementation. So we'll try to complete all this part. Okay. Logical model, if we complete whatever missed yesterday's session, we can recover tomorrow if we spend 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine then. Okay. That's it from my side for today. We'll connect tomorrow. Thank you.